All right. Let's see. So, hey YouTube, I am back. It's been a while. I put a little music on because I'm gonna press my wig out. And we're gonna catch up on some things. I know some of you miss me being on YouTube, so I am officially back. So I said, why not do a live of pressing out my wig that I have for months now. Um, this is a custom handmade unit from Wigs X Baldy. She is on Instagram. She hand sewn this entire unit and it's super full. I think it's at like 180 to 200 density. So I am going to press her out. I think I want to give her a curl. What's up with this light at? I want to also maybe put in like some big curls or something. I don't know. I'll know once I press it out what I want to do with it. But it's a 5x5 closure with this light. I think this is like a light brown lace. Swiss lace, I believe it is. And I love that. Back when I first started wearing human hair wigs, they used to come with medium brown lace. And I didn't understand that. So we are going to put her on this dome cap. I love these stands. I got it from my local hair supply store. I need some music that's going to be relaxing. Hold on, y'all. This is not giving. I need something. I need some R&B. This is too. This is disturbing my soul. Hold on. What do I need? This ain't the instrument. I can't do that. That was like too much. Okay, so first I'm gonna go ahead and put these T-pins in her so she don't move around too much. Make sure this lighting is good. And so I'm gonna just chat. I'm gonna get into some transparency because it's been a while since I've been able to talk on here. So many things that changed in my life since I first started. When did I first start YouTube? 2014, 2015? And so much has changed from when I was first on here with my hair reviews and my cooking video that pretty much went sort of viral. I would kind of, got a lot of views on here. My jerk chicken video. So I don't know, I got a lot to talk about. I have a lot to update you guys on. For my subscribers who've been waiting for my return, all my new subscribers, thank y'all so much. I am actually going to dedicate my Wednesdays for YouTube, whether it's or live content or pre-recorded content. I'm definitely going to get back into creating content that I can post weekly. So first what I want to do is, I think I'm gonna blow her out, but I need some water. Hold on, I need some spray water because it needs some type of liquid. I'm glad I had her. So I'm gonna just spray a little water in her so I can get her a little moisturized, and then I'm gonna take a blow dryer. So does the blow dry first. And I have my blow dryer on the highest setting, heat setting. Okay, so as you can see, she blew out so pretty. Oh my goodness. And she's so soft. So you know how Kinky Straight had those little crimps in the back. I'm gonna press those out, but it just kind of loosened her up, so it's a little easier for me to press her out. Matter of fact, let me turn on my heating iron, my flat iron heating iron. Girl, who said heating iron? so okay, so I'm gonna section her out because the key with pressing out is that you want to take small sections as much as you can. I don't want her super super straight. I still want her to look natural because I think I'm gonna put big curls in her so I can get like a nice like big sexy hair moment, but it's natural. So I don't want to press her out too straight. I'm gonna do like a semi straight press so it still has some texture to it. So I'm gonna take this back section right here, which is, what, Kinky Straight hair. That's my favorite hair. Y'all know, if y'all have been watching my channel for a while, I love Kinky Straight. So this is about, I think, 2 or 3 tracks back here, and I think this is about 22 inches long. So I am going to tie her up so I can have the entire back. I forgot my setting, my whole spray. Give me 1 second. Let me get back. So, now where am I going to start? All right, so I've been on hiatus from YouTube for the past couple years. I've been posting here and there, but it's not like it was when I first started. I was like super into it, so much so that I got monetized, which I'm super grateful for. And it's so much great content that I want to create. Part of it was because I was focusing on so many other things like YouTube. I just couldn't do everything. Like I was already overwhelmed. Thirdly, I like to post from my camera, and my computer was so outdated at the time. I knew it was going to be almost impossible to transfer files from my camera. So I actually got a newer computer, and so now I feel like I can use the camera. I'm also going to use this wax stick. It smells so nice. It's from hairgoodsforyou.com. Ooh. Um. Ooh. Okay. So This is from my sister's brand. I'll get into all that later. Hairgoodsforyou.com. So I'm gonna actually add this to her roots because I want, even though I'm not going to press her out too hard, I do want her to be flat. I don't want her to be, puffy, too puffy. So, and I love how it smells. I love how it smells. Oh yeah. I'm like, wasn't I supposed to? So what I did first was place the Biosil serum. This is like cult fave back in the day. I add some of this first. And then I put the wax stick like on the roots, which I'm gonna press down. And then I do a little hold spray. This is a old school favorite from Fantasia. I think that's called. Yeah, French liquid mousse firm hold spritz. Smells good too. It's one thing. The hair gotta smell good. That's a part of your whole scent and aura as a woman. Your hair should smell clean and it should smell good. So, okay, back to YouTube. So now that I feel like I am going to be able to create, I can post from my camera and my phone. It don't always gotta be from my camera, but for edited stuff, I wanted it to be from my camera for the most part. So I'm taking this small section and I'm gonna take my flat iron, and this is still kind of big section. Like I said, I'm not trying to get it super pressed out, so this is good enough for me right now. And then I am just going to take my iron down. Some people do a pass over with a comb, which I sometimes do, sometimes I don't. Yeah, I think she needs it. So yeah. Okay, she is pressing out. Okay, honey. So hopefully y'all can see that. Push her back some. So y'all can see what I'm doing. Pressing in like it's my hair. Good thing about when it's cold is that I wear wigs again. Because in the summertime, I can't do wigs. Too much hair. There's too much going on. I either like to do locks, braids, or like sewing, or like just, natural hair. Oh, this is pressing out so nice. And this is from Wigs X Baldy. It's pressing out just amazing. I love it already. It's nice and bouncy. So now that I feel like I can create the content and post it. So pretty much I finally went full time with my business. In 2019, I was like late 2019, like literally like between like September 2019 and October of 2019. I lost my corporate job and I lost my bartending job. Pretty much, well, officially my corporate job ended early 2020. But I had went on leave because I was like severely depressed, and I went on short-term disability. And then they didn't approve my extended recommendation from my doctor, so I was terminated. So I was terminated from 2020, and I had to figure things out. So I'm like, okay, well, this is the time that I can focus on my business. I really knew that I wanted to be, a full-time entrepreneur. Like, if you follow me, you subscribe for a while, y'all know that I had my business since 2007. I first started with accessories and fashion. I had like a little boutique, and then I went and I got the website in 2013. So I became an online boutique in 2013, or online brand, I should say. So I was like, okay, early 2020, I'm like feeling ambitious. I'm like, you know what? I can focus on my business full time now. So I'm like really just trying to work it. I'm just trying to, be out, make sure I'm out, networking, I was still open to bartending because I feel like that was a good side hustle for me, that had more flexible schedule. And I was like, really, like, the sky was the limit, right? So this is like late January, February of 2020. Child. Then what happened? March 2020, COVID hit. And I'm just like, what? The moment after working a job for 11 years, being a slave to the corporate world, being a slave to the hamster wheel, you trying to tell me that now that I am full time, everything shuts down. Everything shut down. And listen, it was like a gift and a curse at the same time, right? So now I'm like, well, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? So I saw a need, because just before that, I started to create my own recipes for cocktails. So I said, well, in Pennsylvania, the liquor stores was closed. So I kind of got into, you know, selling my cocktails and just like growing my endeavor, that, you know, just staying busy, just trying to solve a problem, or just trying to be of some type of need. And that, you know, that kind of satisfied that for me. And then, uh, because of the shutdown, I thought, let me go live, you know, because I used to go live every Friday for Cocktails and Convo for my fashion brand, right? So I go live and I'm like, okay, girls, don't fall off, stay fabulous. Make sure when you get up in the morning, because you know it was a shutdown. You know, people were supposed to be staying home, social distancing. So I'm like, if you get up in the morning, take your shower, put on some pretty lounge clothes, put on some good smell goods, um, put on some shapewear, make sure you're not letting yourself go. Because I already knew, just being a woman and just being a human, that something like this was stressful amongst everybody. People was going to be home more than they ever was home. People was going to have to deal with their kids more than they ever had to deal with their kids, their spouse. Like, a lot of things was going to change in life. And my purpose was telling women, don't let yourself go. Stay fabulous. This is the ways you stay fabulous. So I gave a whole slay sermon on how to stay fabulous during the quarantine, right? So I do all that, and the girls was really feeling it. You know, I was just like, it was really coming from the heart. And then as I'm sitting there preaching about, oh, get pretty, put on pretty lounge clothes, you know, don't forget, da 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 da. I'm just like, hold on, but I don't have any pretty lounge clothes. At the time, you know, my focus was always having an outfit to go out with, right? Because that was my first endeavor was fashion accessories. Then I got into statement fashion in 2015. It was all about looking the part, going out. I never really, you know, invested in my at home attire like that, which, sad to say, I didn't have like the robe. Like, when I would try to find a new robe, it was so hard to find pretty robes. I don't like flannel pajamas. Like, that wasn't for me. So I always just wear tights around the house, t-shirts. It was really nothing that was making me feel feminine, making me feel fabulous. I didn't have anything in my own wardrobe. So I'm like, I'm sitting here telling the girls this, and I didn't create. You know, I don't have that. And then for a second, I started looking online and trying to see what was out there, and everything looked cheap or it just wasn't giving. And then the light bulb came on and said, "Won't you create your own? Won't you create your own loungewear? Like, won't you take?" And at this time, mind you, I was going back and forth to New York. I was already going back and forth to New York, talking to manufacturers, going to fabric stores, driving myself crazy. Mind you, right before the shutdown, the quarantine, I was just going back and forth to New York in a cold January, like cold February, going there by myself on the bus. Woo, that was a time. That was a time. trying to build relationships with manufacturers in New York because I was building my collection and it was going to be, fashion. And I remember I remember getting on the elevator leaving and they being like these big old abandoned looking at buildings. New York is a special place. But I remember after talking to them about I had left I think I had picked up a design. Yeah, a finished design. Now, this is my last time there. I had picked up a design and me and this lady was on the elevator. And we just was sitting. I was just so overwhelmed because it cost me more money than I thought it was going to cost me for these designs. And I just felt like this is not going to work because for the price that I was paying for them to get made, it would have been such a high cost to my customer. I knew something wasn't right. I was like, this ain't going to work. So while we on the elevator, the woman that's on the elevator with me, she was getting something done too. And then she just looked at me. She was like, I don't want to do this. I think she said something like, this is too much. Fashion is too much. Or something like, she was like, I got to figure out something else. That's what she said. And I looked at her like, yeah, me too. I was already over it. I was like, this is too much. This is going to be too costly. This is too much time consuming. Trying to go back and forth to New York is too stressful. Like, I was literally figuring out like what am I going to do? How am I really going to build a real business that I can live off of? That I can live out my purpose. Like it was really becoming confusion, but I was staying hopeful. But the shutdown actually helped me pivot and figure something else out and start to use other resources that I already had for years. I just wasn't confident in using it. So boom, the quarantine started and I was like, okay, I'm gonna focus on loungewear. I'm gonna just start with a robe. So I went, looking at different vendors, and I found a robe, and I said, okay. So this is around Juneteenth of 2020. I think it was that June 19th, where it was like a big showcase for Black business. I said, well, I'm gonna go ahead and release these, standard robes. They were cute enough that I would wear, and I promoted the hell out of them. And I made them like they were. I went on that live and I talked about them robes and I made it a moment of I created a visual for the woman. Like you gonna put this robe on and when your man come over you'll have your pretty robe on. Like I really because I believed in the lifestyle. I believed in what I was creating. So then when I saw that I sold out of that robe, mind you, it's a standard robe. It's just about how you market it, of course. But it wasn't my own design. My aspiration was always to create my own products because I am a natural, creative, and I'm a designer. So, fast forward, once I realized that I could sell a robe, I went into, okay, I need to create my own robes, right? But I said, it gotta be unique. It gotta have something special. So I had got my first sample. I had got my own prints done, like my own digital print. So I don't even know how. That's just God be working on me. I just knew I wanted my own prints. I wanted something that I can create and nobody else is going to have. It had to be exclusive and it had to be luxury. It had to look amazing. It had to look expensive. It had to be quality, right? So I said, okay, I'm going to uh, get it created. And I found a manufacturer overseas. They sent me my first sample. And then I said, okay, I got the sample. I created a reels on Instagram in it. I was super excited, like, oh, this is my first robe. And I said, oh, I have to make something different. I have to make it different. I have to make it stand out. And then I was like, doing all of the specs. I realized I wanted to be longer. It was like little things that I knew I had to modify in the design. Then I said, I wanted to be matching scarves because I know me, I wear scarves around the house, when I'm comfortable or when I just want to relax, but maybe I want to take my wig off or maybe I just want to protect my hair. I usually have a scarf on. So I'm like, why would I have a robe with no matching scarf? Like, duh, create a scarf. So then I said, okay, for the next sample, because sometimes the sample phase can be very long. It can really be stressful. So I said, okay, for this, I want the scarf to match. Went ahead, created that. I did some more tweaks. Finally, we got it ready. I got them. So between Juneteenth and Black Friday, um, well, no, fast forward. So probably like around May, April, May is when I got the idea for the robes. Finally, I started to work on production around June or July, where I just, was going ahead and went ahead and got into the whole sample phase. The sample was finalized in October. Yeah, late October. We did the photo shoot at my parents' house, and very low budget, but I knew I had to start from somewhere because it was supposed to be the turning point to my life, to my purpose, to my brand, to my business, to my just everything. This was the turning point. Was these robes? This is the rose was the turning point for my life. It just had to, because I was so stagnant for years, starting a business from 2007 and not really making the sales and things of that nature that I wanted. I knew something had to change. So I knew I needed to concentrate on a um a specific product. I needed to, what do you call that? It's around the tip of my head, my tongue. Um I needed to kind of create like a specialty product. I needed to solve the problem for sure. So once I got that together, I said, okay, I knew we just going to have to figure it out. So I got my photographer, which is my cousin, and all my family was so supportive. And we did the photo shoot like right late. I think it was like late October, early November. It was a year ago, around this time. Not too far from this time. So we went ahead, did the photo shoot. I put the stuff on pre-order for Black Friday. Pre-order, mind you, I ain't had the shipment yet. I put it on pre-order. So I got the pictures. I showed y'all what it is. I can show you on video. I put it on pre-order. I put the on pre, and one of the designs was this. This is equestrian. It's online now at SherelleDesire.com. She just celebrated her year anniversary, and the girls were shopping. The girls went ahead and trusted me, and they placed their pre-orders. I was so happy. Um, and I had to write on my little Wix website. You ain't gotta spend a lot of money to start somewhere. And even though I was in business so long, I still respect where I was at the time. I'm looking at stuff from a year ago, and I'm like, oh my God, I grew so much. Like, you don't even know this because you're in it. And then because I had to go through a lot of content over the past year, because I had to do a lot of purging, I was like, oh my God, I'm transforming. Like, it's crazy, but that's another conversation. This is just me doing like a little story time update, because before I start getting back into creating content, I want to make sure that I'm giving you guys like a full update while I'm pressing this hair out. So I was like, okay. I was really gracious, and I was nervous at the same time. Like, oh my God, these designs got to come in, and it's COVID. Like, it's so many things was on the line. Finally, the shipment came in. I shipped everything out by the date I estimated, because I estimated that the pre-order was probably going to ship out by December 10th. So everybody got their packages before Christmas, and I was so excited. And life was like, okay, I'm really creating like a key product. Like, I didn't want to be all over the place selling everything under the sun. I don't want like a fashion boutique where I have like this extraneous inventory. Like, that wasn't my goal. My goal was to change lives and make a difference and use it as a vessel to my purpose. And my purpose is to help women. And what better way to help women than to get them feeling fabulous in their homes? So the homes where we spend our most of our time, where we do our self-care, where we decompress, everything is in our homes. Our homes are a sanctuary, right? So ever since then, things have really, really grown. We are on right now, probably on. Whew, I'm trying to count right now because I'm looking at my inventory of all the different samples. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we went. I think we got 10 different designs, and I right now my manufacturer has 5 new designs that's currently in manufacturing. Um, all right, and then we got another. I got a lot of designs to finalize. So, because the projection into spring and all that all happens now. It should have been happening, to be honest, but I'm still kind of getting everything figured out, and it's really amazing to be like really really knowing my business and knowing how to figure out how to price things, and things that I've known, but now I'm really having a real system in place. That's where I am now. Legit businesswoman, okay? Not no side hustle. This is a business, man. So that's what that is with my business. So be sure I'll be posting business content because I do want to help other business owners. Because people always ask me, advice, and I always willing to help people with my expertise because I have been in business for so long. So I'll be using my platform here to teach about certain business things that I'm familiar with, to inspire another businesswoman who need resources, or just conversation. So look out for that. So that is the direction the channel is going to be going into. It's going to go into somewhat of the business sector, um, info, education, business education. Of course, we're going to always be getting into these wigs and hair, tutorials on hair and things like that, because that's what I do. Commentary, social commentary. I'll be getting into that, where maybe sometimes I might talk about certain trending topics that I feel comfortable talking about on a public platform, or a reality show, or something that is trending commentary. I'll kind of be digging into that as well, because I always got interesting things to say, but I always just say it on Twitter. So I'm gonna use my platform here as well on YouTube, because this is my personal brand, so that I can get into those type of things and engage in my community. What else? On a personal note, I'm just pretty much focusing on business, my mental health, just trying to stay sane. I lost my sister August the 5th of 2021. So I'm kind of just getting my bearings back since then. I miss her dearly. This is one of her products on hairgoodsforyou.com. She just had launched her business um, about a month before she passed. So I am going to be really intentional with making sure I shout my sister's business out, here, because that was always my plan when I saw that she started, uh, selling products, because she wanted to do business so long. Because my sister, she always, we hair girls. So my sister, she always did hair, locks, and things. Like when I was a kid, she used to braid my hair all the time and braid other girls in the neighborhood hair. We used to all wear beads. She would be the one to do our beads. So she always did locks, even as a side hustle. But when I saw that she actually created her store, I know we went to Puerto Rico in January. I was trying to motivate her to just start somewhere. And when I saw that she did it in July, I was so proud of her. 4th of July is the last time I saw her. And I meant, me and my mom talked about buying the product before we got to her. But when we got to, you get to a cookout, you don't, because she had a cookout that day, you forget, you start talking to people, you start eating, you start drinking, you totally forget things, which I do a lot. So I didn't get a chance to get anything because I wanted to get it directly from her. Um, and me thinking, oh, I'm gonna see her. You take those type of things for granted. Time for granted. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna see her. I'm gonna get it from her when I see her next week or whatever. And I didn't get that chance. So luckily my niece, she made sure I got the products. Cause so I definitely want to make sure that I'm shouting them out here when I use, products. Cause that was always my goal when I saw that she was selling products. I said, oh, I'm gonna mention them on my YouTube, and and get her traffic. Like, it was all in my plan. So I'm gonna still keep my sister's memory alive and do that. Give me a second. Calm down. Woo. Ooh. I'll be like Candace from the Housewives. She hurt my soul. When she do those little triangle tissues. Do y'all watch Housewives of Potomac? Anyway, let's shift the subject. So that has been a really hard thing for me. It changed my life. It changed my whole outlook on life because I felt like I lost my soulmate, my better half. I felt like God split us in half and made us into two people. So I miss her dearly. Oh. Oh. Mm. So yeah. So I've been just dealing with that. So I just pretty much I had to take a break from social media, like posting content, creating content. That's another reason I was on YouTube too, because I was literally about to get back on all in August. I had so many plans in August, and it was shut down. Okay. Um. So yeah, because I had this wig since August, and I didn't even get a chance to do anything since. So um yeah, so since then, so I took like 3 months off just to work, to get my mind right, because I had pretty much like a mini breakdown. First time ever losing somebody close to me, ever, like that. It was so sudden. So yeah, I'm back now, and I'm in the middle of a transformation, spiritual, mental transformation. And I want to get back to my YouTube passion of educating and creating content, because it was such a passion of mine back in, I was working too. I was working full time, and I would create videos on Saturday nights. I will never forget. I really was like, I was in it. And I would start doing my videos at night because it was quiet at night, and I concentrate, and I would be up sometimes at 3, 4 in the morning creating content. Some of my best videos that's on here that got numbers, I did 2, 3 in the morning. Okay. So I was really dedicated into creating content because I know the power in content creation, and knowing that I'm a creative, and that I have talent, and I'm a personality. I knew the power of YouTube, and although my growth kind of paused because I haven't been on here as much because I've been concentrating on building my business, but now that I'm a full-time entrepreneur, I know that I can make time for this, and it's a legitimate way to create earnings, So I want to make sure that I'm not leaving money on the table, okay? So we are back, honey. Let's see. This is how she's looking now. She's just more relaxed, not so puffy. Um, I'm just, because Kinky Straight don't hold no curl. I'm going to see if this one hold a curl. If it don't, it's fine, because I don't expect it to. Quiet as it's cut. Because I know how Kinky Straight is. It do not hold a curl. But I wanted, maybe if I use some what is them? Ride curls? They call ride curls? I forget the name of them. Unless I use one of those, but so this was actually dyed black, but I hate when I still see brown spots. Like, I feel like I never get when I dye hair, I never feel like I get it super jet black. I don't think only was successful one time. It was years ago. I had dyed my kinky straight hair. It's a video that's here. I dyed some kinky straight hair and it was jet black. And I used it a rinse. But I have not been able to get those results from any hair since then. And that hair that I bought back then, I can't even find the vendor. The vendor, I think they moved their store. But that hair got so nice and black. I don't know why I can't get no hair like that no more. They always look like off black. I be wanting my hair like super black. Like I want it to look like jet black. But this hair is good. It's nice and soft. Not tangling. And I have this love affair with synthetic wigs, as y'all know. Like I do still like synthetic stuff, but I just wish it didn't get tangled. Cause some synthetic wigs be made so good, and because they get tangled, you can't enjoy it. So I love sensational what lace. I have like 2 wigs of those that I bought this year, and I fell in love. And I had stopped buying synthetic wigs, to be honest with you. I stopped because I just got tired of them tingling, and they just was giving too much. It looked too wiggy. But I just went to that. Oh no, it was this girl on Twitter. She had posted a picture of herself, and she had this pretty big hair. You know, I like big hair. And I was like, oh, where you get that hair from? And she told me. I was back. It was a wig, child. It was a synthetic wig. I said, oh man, I might be back. And I bought that wig, and then I posted in it, and everybody fell in love. I had actually went viral this year too. I had did what challenge was it? Some fashion challenge. I forget the name of it. I had did that, and it got a nice amount of traffic, views. I got like 100,000 views on Twitter. That's my first time posting my content going viral like that. So I got 100,000. And I had posted on Twitter just telling the original creator, thanks for inspiring me. And people saw it and they just start, ooh, girl, you killed it. And it just started going. I was like, oh my God. So that was exciting. That was a high of 2021. I got my high. I'm telling you, my highs and my lows, child. Okay, so she is pressed out. And I might curl her. Big curls if I do. I'm going to do a full video in this unit real soon, but I just wanted to press her out since I knew I wanted to come live here. So I was like, why not show the girls how to press out a kinky straight unit? And this is how straight she is. She still got some crimps, which is fine. I didn't want it super straight. And honestly, I don't even keep this kinky straight. You can get it, but so pressed out. Like, it always will have some type of texture, and this is good. Look at the luster. The luster is beautiful. It's very soft, movable. You remember back in the day, the Yaki weaves used to be stiff as hell. This has movement. The part in space is super natural. I love the middle part now. That's what I have right now. Show y'all. This is my middle part. And this wig is actually 5x5 as well, and it's human hair. This has been like my signature look for the last month or two. So I don't know, I might give her some big sexy curls, or I might just leave her like this. This is cute though. I didn't turn on my other iron, my FHI iron, but if I wanted to do like a Farrah Fawcett moment, I'm excited to get back into hair content. I can do, let me see how she curled. I'm trying not to burn my finger. Oh yeah, it curls nice. Yes, ma'am. Yeah. might do like curls. I might do curls. Let me see. Oh yeah, look good. Okay. Well, I'll be coming back doing a review in this unit, and you'll find out what I chose to do. So if you're watching a replay of this, make sure you comment below, share with your friends. That's the update on my life. I'm still single for the most part, trying to elevate so I can find my right match, my perfect match. Not perfect, but you know, my equal. For real. So I'll be on here talking about, you know, the dating life and self-love and self-care and all that stuff. So I'll be talking about that here. You can catch me on TikTok, Royal Desire on TikTok. That's going to be, you know, where I talk my ish. And what else? Instagram, Royal Desire. Make sure you follow my brand, Us Desire Brand, because we're going to be doing some really big things in 2022. So I want you on the ride with me, okay? And, yep. I'll be seeing y'all on here. So I look forward to getting also some more cooking videos. My quick and clean eats. Like, that's my thing. I ain't gonna give y'all no, I ain't no chef, but I know how to cook some real fun, quick, clean meals. I'm gonna also talk to y'all about my spiritual journey during the time that I was mourning my sister, how I went more plant-based with eating for mental health reasons. So we'll get into all that. So I am excited to see y'all. But yeah, you can catch me on Instagram and TikTok and Twitter, but I don't share my Twitter too much on here because that's my little place. All right, y'all. See y'all soon. Bye-bye.